Hello, I'm Mel Burt. Welcome to Schoology Enterprise-Rubrics and Exemplars. Let's get started. When you're in a Schoology course that you've created, chances are you will have folders that represent the assignments that your students are working on. For that reason, I created a folder entitled 2016-2017 Week 1. In order to create an assignment, I select Add Materials and Create an Assignment. Since we're working with rubrics today, I created a writing assignment, Persuasive Writing. In the description section, students are guided to use both their rubric and their exemplar, only because they won't call attention to anything they believe to be extra. The way the directions read, both the rubric and the exemplar are crucial to understanding the assignment and making sure the students meet expectation. After they've reviewed their prompt, they're ready to get started by looking at their rubric. The options include uploading a rubric and creating a rubric. Today, we're going to explore creating the rubric. In the section labeled Scale Rubric, we can go to the drop-down menu and choose Create New. My rubric title will be the exact same as my assignment. After I've entered my title, I'm ready to go to the learning objectives. After scrolling down, I notice State Standards. I select Texas. The Essential Knowledge and Skills is where we'll find our TEK 16A for persuasive writing. After I click on English Language Arts, I go to English 3 because this is the level we're working with. Once I scroll down, I'll find 16. The 11 simply stands for the 11th grade, so we can disregard that. Once I click on 16, it allows me to choose the specific SE. Once I click Add Learning Objectives, the information appears here. Now, this is good information in terms of reminding the students what they need. However, it's not the most specific guide as to what excellent entails, what students need in order to be good, and so on. So, what Schoology has allowed us to do is to be able to type information to specify what an excellent means. After you've discussed what an excellent means in terms of student writing in your PLC, you can specify as I did here. Strong and memorable thesis with exact and unique support. Let's take a look at what good might mean in a rubric for students. A good essay includes a strong thesis and strong support. The only difference is the thesis is not memorable and the support is not unique. Now I'll finish up the satisfactory and needs improvement areas. The satisfactory scoring section says that the students have an adequate thesis with mostly relevant support. And finally, score point 1 identifies issues such as missing or unclear thesis statements with confusing or irrelevant support. Now students have a better understanding of what it takes to reach their goal, which should be a score point 3 or a score point 4. Once we save the information, it's stored inside the assignment so that when students see the title underneath rubric, they can click on it, and so they have a direction in which to travel. Now, we're going to review one more assistance piece that will help students to do their best, and that's the exemplar. Many times students are unsure how to proceed because they don't have an example. Let's work on adding the exemplar. Because we're creating an exemplar and uploading it rather than creating it in Schoology, I'm showing you a simple Word document with annotations to point out explicitly examples of what students can add to strengthen their essay. So when we refer to our rubric, we remember that a unique thesis, a memorable thesis, gets a student a score point 4. So what we have here is an example of a memorable or strong thesis. What people must understand is that properly raising a child does not rely on the structure of a family, but on the process or values that are taught to these children as they learn to mature. So although the topic is different, a student can mimic the structure of the example thesis statement here and possibly score a 4-point for that portion of their essay. Additionally, in paragraph 1, there was a relevant expression of commonly accepted beliefs, and that's part of the rubric as well. Scrolling down, you're able to see other highlighted points that students can use in their essay. So for example, a student might research and include a quotation that conveys the opposing viewpoint, because within a persuasive essay, we do want to include an opposing viewpoint. The most important part, though, is to refute it, as the student did here. And the student did so in a thoughtful way, which was fairly unique. Once we've created the exemplar or identified an exemplar, we want to save it so that we can upload it as a file into Schoology. When I saved my exemplar, I included the key term exemplar in the title so that when students go to access it, they're able to see it right away. So in order to upload an actual file, we go to the left, and when we move our mouse over the picture of the papers, file comes up and we click on it. Once you click on a file, it will lead you to the most recent place where you've saved something. So for me, I'm in my Pasadena ISD folder, and I'm going to modify it so that it pulls up the most recent thing that I've saved, which is the exemplar. Once I click it and select open, the exemplar is now saved, and students will be able to review the exemplar before they get started and while they actually work. Now, we've created our assignment, we've created a rubric, and we've uploaded an exemplar. We're ready to save the changes. We've saved our changes, and now we're ready to see what our students see. So by clicking the assignment, we're able to see what the students actually see. They have the assignment with the directions, they have the rubric, and then they're able to access the score point for exemplar by clicking the link and downloading it. Now you're ready to create your rubric and assignment and upload an exemplar. You'll find all the resources you need in the green folder marked Collaboration. Thanks and good luck.